guys, Chick Cantrip here, and we have a new patch on the way. Let's discuss what we have to look forward to. However, first, let's look at how the last patch did. Patch 1.05 came out about a week ago, and though they may have fixed some issues, they definitely created some new ones. The patch was supposed to be focused on fixing connectivity issues. Players are having an easier time connecting to the servers now, but lag is still a significant problem in PvP and in PvE. There's also now a bug when trying to fight Risen level 3, but they did, however, seem to fix some of the data corruption issues and other small issues with achievements in schools. 1.06 promises a lot of tangible content that I hope they can promise on. Cult is getting a major buff with Absorb. You will now have 20 protection for 5 seconds after a successful Absorb, which is stackable. The ghost damage refill speed is also doubled, and this is a way to compensate for Cult players with slower, stronger attacks not being able to adequately punish after a successful Absorb, and makes Cult more the tank monsters that we expected them to be. At the cost of these buffs, you now only get a 20 stamina bonus instead of 50. Windfall gets slightly less of a stamina bonus on a successful Avoid, but now they debuff their opponent. On a successful Avoid, the opponent receives a debuff on their stamina and their stamina refill rate. Windfall will feel more like the speedy devils that run circles around their opponents now, waiting to tire them out and then go in for the kill. Forsaken actually gets a debuff. There's now only a 15 stamina bonus instead of a 30 stamina bonus on a successful parry. The developers felt like the ability to punish during that 0.6 second freeze is a reward enough for Forsaken players, although I'm pretty sure a lot of Forsaken players won't be happy with this. They've also increased the range of stagger-style side special attacks in order to make them less spammable and more defensive. Some smaller changes: fast attacks have less effect on guard health and breaking attacks have more. This should give some trouble to those gold link spammers. Health refill upon killing your opponent is now proportionate to how much health the two of you had at the beginning of the round. If your opponent didn't have much health at the beginning of the round, don't expect to get much health back. And for what I've been waiting for so long, Shockwave is now 2 gems. I feel like this is a great step to balancing the game. Also, Shockwave now has a decreased range and an added stamina bonus and stamina refill rate boost. This will make Shockwave a defensive tool like it's meant to be, instead of spam for ledge maps. Speaking of ledge maps, they're removing the central ledge on the cross arena, so if you're Shockwave spamming ledge guarding garbage, you may want to rethink your tactics. Your weight will also have more of an impact on your stamina and mobility to give more consequence to the heavy players. Invincibility frames on dodge has been doubled from 2 to 4 frames, and you now keep your shards upon death. And lastly, they decreased the maximum number of enemy NPCs per zone because no one likes being gang raped by 6 NPCs. They improved the detection range for enemy NPCs, as well as fixed navigation issues in the aeration quarter zone. All in all, I think Slowclap is on a great path here. They're actively listening to their players, taking advice and complaints. They're very diligent to respond to each and every person that addresses them on Twitter, and they've been pretty quick to get these patches up. We'll see if they do well in this patch or if they break more than they fix. I do want to open it up to you guys though. Do you like the buffs and debuffs? Do you feel anything is unfair? Hash it out in the comments and we'll discuss it after the patch comes out. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy fisticuffs.